Good evening and welcome to the end of day one for the 40th annual You Can Share, benefiting the South Plains Food Bank, as we ask you again this year to help us help the South Plains Food Bank and feed our hungry neighbors here on the South Plains.
Our goal this year is $400,000, and going into this ending day one, we're actually a little behind from where we want to be. We're only at 10% of where that goal is, and with only 5 days to do it, we really would like to be at that 20%. But we've made it super easy for you to donate.
There's so many ways, including going to United Supermarkets. Of course, we're here at 82nd and Frankfort, but you can go to United Supermarkets, stores, Amigos, Market Street, all across the South Plains, and just go to the register. Say, I want to donate to the South Plains Food Bank. You can do it that way. Go online, bid on the auction items that are on the South Plains Food Bank website. Many other ways, just go to kcbd.com/youcanshare. We have all the resources there.
And just a reminder, if you're donating at United, that first $15,000 United is going to match. So, $1 provides 3 meals to those here on the South Plains. And we, as Case was just mentioning, this goes across the South Plains. We cover 20 counties, and that need is so great, and it continues to grow each and every year.
I think 70% increase in need just this year alone, and a lot of children in our schools here on the South Plains need help just getting a meal. Seniors in their homes wondering where their next meal will come from. So please donate and support the South Plains Food Bank.
And joining me now is the South Plains Food Bank CEO, Dina Jeffries, and you have a great way that you can get businesses involved, and I love this. I'm going to ask you to hold my microphone while you explain.
Wow, we have come up with our commemorative T-shirt, which is paying homage to Skip Watson, going around and picking up cans of food in his pickup truck. That's how it all started. So the tiny seed that was planted over 40 years ago today has bloomed into the South Plains Food Bank, and we're more progressive than ever. So we have T-shirts that for a $250 donation, you are providing 750 meals.
Back of them too.
Yes. And we will give you 25 T-shirts to share with your employees. If you don't have 25 employees, that's okay. Kindly donate the excess back to the South Plains Food Bank. We will partner with one of our schools and make sure a kiddo gets to wear that T-shirt, because we want the whole community to wear their T-shirts proudly on the last day of You Can Share, Friday, when we hit that $400,000 goal.
Dina, we talk about the need in numbers, but you see the faces.
We see the faces, and it's not the typical face that you would think. I was on the dock just the other week, and a lady, we had given her grapes to give, and she teared up and was so thankful for these grapes. She hadn't had fresh produce in a very long time, and she asked if we wouldn't mind putting them in the front seat so that she could snack on them on the way home.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So that is looking hunger in the eye and making a true difference. And the great thing is, we have a long-standing tradition here in West Texas, neighbor helping neighbor, and it's so easy to get involved. $1, as you said, makes 3 meals, and you can give from there.
Thank you so much, Dina. And, Dina mentioned having fresh produce. We have the Grub Farm, and luckily we also have volunteers that help with so much of that, Case.
Yeah, thank you, Christy. I'm here with Cindy Antonello, the volunteer coordinator at the South Plains Food Bank. And if you can't give of your money, you can give of your time, right?
Absolutely. The gift of time cannot be underestimated. We have volunteers throughout our community donate over 40,000 hours a year. That's equivalent to 22 full-time employees. And we just couldn't do it without our volunteers.
They were mentioning some of the fresh produce. The orchard is a big way that people can volunteer with the South Plains Food Bank. How important is that to have people out there helping you guys grow those apples?
It sure is. We have so many great opportunities, and the orchard is so much fun. Just a really special way for families to come together in the orchard and help harvest all of those apples, bag them, and we're able to put those fresh apples into our food boxes. So that's really important, as Dina had mentioned, really important for families to have that fresh produce. So,
and if it wasn't for those volunteers, it would be hard to get all of that produce grown and everything like that. But it's a lot of other ways people can volunteer. So how can they if they want to get involved?
Absolutely. We just couldn't get through a day without our volunteers, from working in our warehouse and production rooms to packing our dry and frozen food boxes, helping distribute senior boxes, boxes, working in our production rooms, working at the farm and the orchard. And they can do all of that from the comfort of their home by going onto our website, spfb.org/volunteer, or they can call me directly and I will do it for them. It'll take under 5 minutes, so we make it very easy.
Cindy's there bright and early with them in the morning. We were talking about that a minute ago. So
I'm there meeting them first thing every morning.
thank you, Cindy, and thank you for all that you do and for all the volunteers. Christy?
Thanks so much, Case. We could not do this without Prosperity Bank. This is the 10th year that Prosperity Bank has been our foundation partner, and they're a legacy partner. Why, in the very beginning, did Prosperity just take this to heart for the entire bank and the family?
We honestly just believe in the mission of the food bank and just providing meals for those people who are in need on the South Plains, whether that's a family friend or someone you go to church with or just somebody you pass in the store. But we just really believe that it's important to give back and get involved with what the food bank's doing.
Talking about volunteering, Prosperity employees go out to the food bank, and it's something that they've done now for more than a decade.
It is. It's really important for us to encourage our associates to go out and volunteer their time at the food bank and just see firsthand what it is that the food bank does and what we do by collecting money, how that turns around and gives back to the community that way.
Thank you so much. I know that you guys are going to be out here throughout the week, and we could not do this without our presenting sponsor, Prosperity, and we are so thankful. 10 years of putting us on air and making this happen.
We're really excited to be a part of this, and we're just proud to support the food bank.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie, and thank you so much, Prosperity Bank. Case, they do things throughout the year. They have the catfish fry and everything else that really allows us to bring in even more money to the South Plains.
And you can go to Prosperity Bank and donate there. Again, United Supermarkets, checkouts. Go to kcbd.com/youcanshare, all the ways to donate. And remember that auction, some great items there as well. So
we'll send it back to the studio.